Good morning, Charles Darwin. Morning, flamingos and penguins. Mrs. Besant here, just sending you a quick video with some ideas around maths today. Now, please don't worry that you have to complete all of these videos at once. They just give you lots of ideas as the week goes on. If you feel like challenge yourself a little bit further, and if you're going through your pack quickly and you're thinking, what happens next? So these are just sort of add-ons really to give you a little idea. So I know this week Miss Burt explained to you how we do scribe stories at school, and we've seen some amazing scribe stories on early excellence and people acting them out, so thank you for doing that. I know also that you got some information regarding sharing where you read a book, which was brilliant, so thank you for sharing those. And also in your packs we gave you a few worksheets around maths. But what this video is about today is really how we make maths practical and fun when the children are in the classroom. So we wanted to give you just a couple of ideas to do at home to make maths sort of exciting, practical in the environment, and yeah, just to continue that learning at home in the same way that we deliver it at school. So ordinarily, maths will be done every day after lunch for about 15 to 20 minutes. We would introduce a topic, something like number, or it might be money, it might be shapes. And then what we would do is we would talk to the children about the topic, introduce it, play on the carpet with some practical things. So if it was shapes, we might have the 3D shapes out on the carpet and we might be making something with them. And then when they go off into their playing and learning, we would have activities out that would promote that piece of learning that we just delivered. So we wouldn't expect them to sit for a prolonged period of time doing maths, but what we do like to see is that it's build their interest up, and that they might carry it on in that week in the classroom as well, because they've learned something new. So today, what I wanted to show you is how we might, if my cat gets off the notepad, if we had number in the environment, how we might promote learning through the environment with number. So many of the children, you know, have done this activity before, so it's not something new at school, and it might be something that you've done naturally at home, but it's a really simple idea in that you do a number hunt. So if you tell the children, if you write all of your numbers from 1 to 20 in a notepad, and as you're writing them, you can get the children to write them with you. That will make the activity longer. We do have number formation rhymes, so number 2 we would say all the way around the railway track, doo doo, and they could copy your number. So we'd write all of the numbers on here, and we'd say all of these numbers 1 to 20, and as we're writing them we would say what number it is, are hidden around our house, and what you need to do is go and find them. So before the children do the activity, you've hidden numbers around the house. Now I would write them really big, so a page per number, so number 1 here, and then go on and write a number 2 here. If you want to print some really jazzy pretty numbers, Twinkle, which is an online site, has them, but I appreciate that you can't all print things at the moment, so just writing them on a notepad and hiding them is perfect as well. Don't worry about that too much. I will put the link to Twinkle in the email which this is attached to, so you can go and find the numbers if you like. So then you set off with the children and they go and find their numbers. And then, you know, they get really excited when they find them around the environment, bring them back to the table, and you'll have lots of these numbers or on the floor. And a great way to extend their understanding of number is to ask them to place them in order. So make a line with all of those numbers, and you'll get to quickly see, you know, if they recognise a number. So they're saying, what comes after 12, and if they're not sure, you could count with them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What comes next? 13. If they're not sure what 13 is, you can help them find 13, put it in the line, and then you know from then on, okay, so they weren't quite sure what number 13 is, so I'm going to work on the teen numbers with them over the next few weeks. And placing numbers in order and a number hunt like that is a really practical, fun way that the children enjoy doing. If you want to extend it, if they're still really engaged after doing that, that will probably be enough, to be honest. That will be 15-20 minutes of maths in your day. But throughout the week, if they want to do it again, you can do, or if you want to extend it, once they've put the numbers in a line, you could say, okay, can you go and find me 10 things to put on number 10? So that is then realising that that number has a value and seeing if they recognise what that value is, because they might recognise what number 10 looks like, but they might need support in recognising how many 10 things, what 10 things looks like to put on number 10. So great simple activity that you can do with a piece of pen and paper and use your environment, which gets them sort of moving around for maths. The second activity is around 3D shapes and objects in the classroom. So lots of the children in the classroom will know about 2D and 3D shapes. We've talked about them lots and lots and lots. So 2D shapes are flat and they say 3D shapes are fat. We described that a 3D shape is a solid. So we use lots of language around it. I've linked some songs that we would listen to for 3D shapes that they really enjoy. And you might want to play one of those before you go on to your 3D shape hunt in the environment. So the number hunt and the 3D shape hunt can be done on different days, different activities, but really looking at different topics in maths, and just recapping things that they've already learned. So 3D shapes, quite really simple. We'd go around the environment, just maybe remind them with the song what 3D shapes are. Okay, right, here we go. We're going on a 3D shape hunt. I want to see if you can find a cylinder. Have a look around. Can you find a cylinder? Look, a cylinder. So if they're not sure, you can point things out in the environment, but give them a moment, let them have a look around. They'll probably find things, a sphere that is things they remember. So cubes, spheres, things like that, they're going to be the ones that they remember first. When you get to things like cuboid and cylinder, they might need your help pointing them out. So I hope that helps. I hope both activities you have lots of fun with maths. Like I say, they're quick activities. You can practice them throughout the week. You'll get to spot if they're a bit unsure with what certain shapes or certain numbers, and then you can work on that over the next week. So have fun with the maths. Bye guys.